Greetings to all fellow seniors and cultivators. Welcome to Voice of Heavenly Tao. Today, we're diving into the absolute foundation of everything we do here. We're asking a question that has literally echoed through the ages. What is the Tao, truly? Let's just jump right in, because the answer we're looking for, well, it isn't hidden away at the far edges of the galaxy.
You know, it's so easy to spend your entire life searching. We search for who we really are, we search for why we're here, looking everywhere but right here. But consider this profound truth. Everyone has it, yet no one knows they have it. Just pause and let that sink in. What if the answer you've been so desperately seeking was sealed inside you the very day you were born? Seriously, I want you to really think about that for a second. What if the answer never left your own chest? We spend so much time and energy looking outward, right? At the cosmos, at society, at our circumstances. But right now, we're going to flip that. We're going to turn the camera inward. To truly understand what's inside you, we first have to understand where it comes from. We call this true emptiness, wondrous existence. Before there was a universe, before stars, planets, time itself, there was this vast, undivided expanse. Utterly still, no thing at all. Yet it was ceaselessly giving birth to everything. Because it has no name, Lao Tzu realized we're simply forced to call it the Tao. You see, it's not a grand, powerful object out in space. If you're picturing a thing, you've already missed it. It's the very ground that allows things to exist. It's almost like in Genesis, where the earth was formless and empty before creation began. The classics describe this primordial state so beautifully. At the primordial beginning of heaven and earth, all was one undivided whole. Vague and formless, truly not a single thing. Soundless and scentless, utterly empty and utterly divine. It's breathtaking when you really grasp it. It is the formless ground that allows all existence to stand. Let's bring this down to earth with an everyday example. Think about a fish. A fish lives its entire life in water, right? Yet it might never actually know that water is a thing that exists. Why? Because the water is just too close. It's literally everywhere. We live inside the Tao in that exact same way. It isn't far away on a mountaintop. It is simply too near to notice. Or think about the electricity powering your home. You can't hear it, see it, or smell it. But if you unplug it, the lamp, your phone charger, the fridge, they all just go dark. So ask yourself right now, the thing that lets you know you are breathing at this very moment, does it have a shape? Does it have a sound? A smell? If it doesn't, could it be that you are using something completely formless to prove you are alive right now? To help us grasp this ungraspable idea, we use two symbols to represent the relationship between body and function. On the left, we have the circle, the Tao's still, boundless body, complete, without an edge. On the right is the point, its moving function. The still circle moves, and the one is born. This moving circle unfurls into yin and yang, which is the very pattern of all change described in the Book of Changes. This perfectly illustrates the sheer mind-bending scale of the Tao. So great that nothing lies outside it. So small that nothing lies within it. It threads through all and embraces all, weaving through heaven and earth, encompassing all phenomena, true emptiness, wondrous existence, the sovereign of all spirits. When we speak of God, or a sovereign spirit, we're talking about this formless ruler operating at every conceivable scale. It's exactly what the Quran points to when it says, "He is the most manifest and the most hidden." Manifest and hidden, they're the exact same thing.
So, let's turn that camera inward again. Think about the you who might be speaking in front of a massive, overwhelming crowd of 10,000 people. Now, think about the you sitting completely alone in a quiet, peaceful room. The stage around you shrinks and grows, the world gets loud or goes completely silent. But does that inner you actually grow or shrink? Between your most overwhelmed moment where the whole world feels like it's collapsing and your most peaceful moment where you practically forget you exist, is there something that simply knows I'm agitated now or I'm still now and stays exactly the same size, always present? That constant, unchanging presence, that's the smaller than a thought aspect. It's right there. This brings us to the absolute heart of the episode. The exact same source that created the cosmos didn't go somewhere else. It didn't stay out in the stars. Seen from the cosmos, it is the Tao. Seen in all things, it is principle, or Li. But inside you and the human being, it is your nature, your Xing. Li and Xing, it's the same thing. Let these words really settle in for a moment. In heaven, it is called principle. In the human being, it is called nature. Principle is the unified nature of all things. Nature is the principle each thing individually possesses. Everyone has it, yet no one knows they have it. We're making three massive leaps here. The Tao is completely internal, it is absolutely innate, and it can never, ever be damaged. As the doctrine of the mean tells us, what heaven confers is called nature, and the way cannot be departed from for even an instant. The Nirvana Sutra echoes this beautifully. Everyone possesses it, we just don't realize it.
So, if it can't be damaged, what's the holdup? Why the struggle? Dwelling within the human body, the Tao is called nature. This nature is principle itself. When a person's principle is veiled by emotion and desire, they grow deluded, chase after illusion, and cast themselves into the wheel of rebirth. Notice that crucial word, veiled. Think of the sun and the clouds. On a gloomy, overcast day, the sun didn't leave, it didn't burn out. The clouds just hid it. The Platform Sutra reminds us that your self-nature is originally pure, just waiting for the clouds of stray thoughts to part.
So how do we actually part those clouds? Well, we start with a super simple practice, realizing that the thought is not you. See the thought and don't follow it. Imagine you get a frustrating text message at breakfast and you stay angry all morning. Were you actually angry for 3 straight hours, or were you just tightly gripping the thought of being angry? You were chasing an illusion. Next time, try just gently noting, a thought of being angry just showed up. The one observing that thought, that is the true self. Let's literally try it right now. Find one thought in your mind, any thought, and just look at it. Okay, now can you find the one who is looking for the thought? That watcher, that is not the thought. It is the one who sees. Can you rest just for 1 second in that pure seeing? Because the moment you do, that is the first time you are truly seeing it. Senior cultivators, let's pause here for a breath. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. As we keep going, we hit a really profound paradox. The Tao is not words. Scriptures are deeply, deeply precious. They are the beautiful words describing the road home, but they are a finger pointing at the moon. You must never mistake the finger for the moon itself. On the right side here, we have the 1 point. This is the inner realization of that true emptiness within you. You can pile up knowledge endlessly, read 10,000 classics, and still be standing completely outside the door. And so it is said, 1,000 scriptures and 10,000 classics are not equal to the 1 point. This is the doctrinal ground for the heaven-mandated enlightened teacher's guidance. Think of the 6th patriarch, Hunung. He was completely illiterate, yet he awakened fully to his own nature. It's a vivid reminder that the Tao has to be lived, not just studied. Knowing exactly where that 1 point lies requires the pointing out by the enlightened teacher. Think about it like this. You could read every single book ever written about swimming.
You could memorize the mechanics of every single stroke, but until you actually get in the water, you still can't swim. Scriptures are the swimming books. The one point is the feeling of the water at the exact moment you are immersed in it. And the enlightened teacher is the one who walks you to the edge and helps you step in. You can memorize a map perfectly, but that is not the same as climbing the mountain. So I have to ask you, you know so many truths. Let go, be kind, live in the present. But what is that one step between knowing a truth in your head and actually living it in your bones?
Living it means letting the formless Tao flow right into everyday life, and it does this through virtue. But listen, virtue here isn't some strict set of rules bolted onto you from the outside. It's your own nature flowing out completely on its own. Menzi has beautifully described what he called the 4 sprouts that are innate in all of us. Imagine you see an elderly person stumble. Before you even have a fraction of a second to think or calculate, you lunge forward to catch them. That flash of, "Oh no, I can't bear to let them fall," that is pure compassion. It's the sprout of benevolence. It's your nature leaping out to help. You also have the sprout of shame, which grows into righteousness, deference into propriety, and the sense of right and wrong into wisdom.
That one point governs the 4 sprouts and contains all goodness. When you let the true self take charge, kindness and integrity aren't forced requirements. They just simply are. And this reveals something absolutely beautiful. The 5 teachings spring from one source: Confucian loyalty, Buddhist compassion, Christian universal love, as seen in love your neighbor as yourself. They are all naming the exact same Tao, just using different words. 3 traditions, one source. But there is a 5th constant that holds the whole thing together. A person without faithfulness, I do not know what they can do. Faithfulness, or trust. If you picture these virtues on a cross, faithfulness sits dead in the center. Without real trust in your own nature and in the Tao, the other 4 virtues have literally no root to grow from. Think about when you are completely alone, certain that no one will ever know what you do. Will you still be honest? That willingness to be honest in the dark, that is faithfulness. It is loyalty to your own nature. When was the last time you felt a little unease in your heart, doing something you knew wasn't quite right? That unease wasn't the fear of other people's eyes. It was the one inside you, your true self, knowing right from wrong. Next time, will you listen to it? So we come right back to where we started. The answer you've searched your whole life for is it, your own nature, and it is right here inside you. How do we make this real? We climb a practical ladder, recognize it, see it, light it, and let it take charge again. Tonight, you don't need to do anything grand, just one small practice. Before you go to sleep, watch just one thought arise in your mind. Don't fight it, but gently say to it, "I see you, but you are not me." That single sentence is you lighting your own heart lamp.
I want to anchor our close today with this profound truth. No one can live apart from the Tao. It means the one you have been looking for never left you. It's been supporting you all along. Gratitude for the grace of heaven and the virtues of the teachers. Thank you, everyone. See you next time.